If you're looking to buy new 2019 gaming headsets or maybe some new gaming glasses, check out buyvlux.com and use the code DTT for a nice discount. Anyway, enjoy the video. What's up guys, welcome back to a brand new video on my channel. So in this video, I'm going to be doing episode 2 of my Liverpool PES 2019 career mode series. Thank you so much for the support on the first episode. It was really motivating to see. We got so many great comments, so much great feedback, which I appreciate so much. So yeah, if you guys missed the first episode, you can click the I at the top right of the screen and you guys can go and watch that. I'm also going to make a playlist so it's going to be easier to watch these episodes because they're going to be posted, as I said, every single Sunday. So today is episode number 2 and we have a lot of business to take care of, and we're gonna try to sign some players, maybe, you know, sell some players as well. And as you guys can see, we're starting off right there with Mohamed Salah returning from the small injury that he got in the last episode. That was so scary because obviously our next game is in the Premier League. We do not want any injuries right now, so as you guys can see, no players are absent. We have all the players available for the first game in the Premier League, unless we, you know, sell some players and stuff before it begins. But that is very good news that the Salah was only injured for like just a few days. But as you guys can see right here, we got a couple offers on some of our players. So we got an offer here on Joel Matip, 16 million from Fiorentina, and you know what, we're gonna go ahead and accept that. We have let Joel Matip go for 16 million. That is a fair offer. I'm not really looking to include Matip too much in my you know, squad. I don't really have too many plans with Matip, so yeah, that is fine. We can let him go. And as you guys can see, just gonna go and decline the offer for Salah because like 20 million for Salah, are you crazy? I'm never gonna sell him anyway, but that was just insulting to see that offer. And yeah, you guys also voted in the last episode. I asked you which player to go for. Should we try and bring Coutinho back to Anfield, or should we go for the Norwegian kid Martin Ødegaard, which actually now is 20 years old, so he's not that young anymore, but he's still, you know, he's doing really well in real life, by the way, if you haven't heard too much about Ødegaard recently. Anyway, he's really good in this game, but you guys told me to try and bring back Coutinho, and as you guys can see, we have now of course entered our price tag and everything, and hopefully we can get some good news about that, and we'll find out very shortly if they accept or decline our offer for Coutinho. But yeah, as you guys can see, Matip has left the club, and now we have a new message from the owner pretty much right before the Premier League season starts. And as you guys can see, the owner says to win the first league match. Our owner's trust is now 57% as well, which is very good. And as you guys can see, he wants us to win the first game, so that is hopefully what we're gonna do. Our next step right now is to go ahead and update the team management, because of course we're not gonna be playing with the same squad as we used in the preseason. So I'm making quite a few changes right here, and you guys are gonna be seeing the lineup for our first Premier League game in a few seconds right here. So we are starting off with the Gomez, Van Dijk, Robertson, Arnold, Fabinho, Chamberlain, Wijnaldum, Mane, Salah, and Firmino, Alisson in goal. I'm going for a 4-3-3 formation. Of course, our first game is at Anfield as well, which is really cool to see. And Huddersfield is actually going for a 5 at the back. They're going for a 5-4-1. So this defense could potentially be very difficult to break through. We'll have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, they are going for a very defensive approach into this game, which is expected. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens in this game. But you guys also told me to go ahead and commentate over the games, because in the last episode I only you know, showed the commentators. I didn't really commentate over the games myself, but you guys told me to do that, so that is what I'm gonna be doing. And here we have the players working out on Anfield for the first time this season. Take a look at this tunnel cutscene as well. That's what I love about PES. They have some amazing tunnel cutscenes and some really great detail when it comes to the stadium. They even have now the text and everything in the hall right there where the players are working out, so that is also really cool. But take a look at this, guys. It's a nice summer day at Anfield. Weather is good and everything. The fans are there with the flags, with the, you know, the banners, of course, with everything, with the scarves. So we are ready to go right here. There we have the Huddersfield as well. Has actually brought quite a few fans over, of course. But yeah, I'm gonna let you guys listen to You Never Walk Alone for the first time this season. Just enjoy. It's about to begin our 2018-19 Premier League campaign, and we have to start off with a win. That would just be perfect. Start off with 3 points, maybe even a clean sheet as well. We'll see what happens, but the players are getting ready, and yeah, we're gonna see. So Firmino with the first kick of the brand new season. And by the way, a few people also complain about the camera angle, so I'm also gonna do a vote right now on this video. Should I change the camera angle or should I keep this one? This is my favorite camera angle, by the way, and I like this one the most. But you know, there's also some other great camera angles in PES, so if you guys want me to change it, just vote on the top right, and we'll see what happens in the next episode. But for now, we're just gonna use this one, and we're starting off right here, keeping the ball, keeping nice possession, and Robertson right there on the left, of course, did not manage to get that into the box, but Wijnaldum picks it up. It's back to Robertson, and can we find someone right here? It's off to Oxlade-Chamberlain, who hits it, and that is an amazing save by the goalkeeper. I just love, you know, just firing up shots with Oxlade-Chamberlain. Of course, from last season, he scored some insane bangers for us in the Champions League and everything. So, you know, when you get to the ball with Ox outside the 16 meter, you just want to go ahead and just fire up that shot and hope for the best. But now we have a corner. Let's see if we can do anything with this. Arnold whips it in to Mohamed Salah, and yeah, that was... He stood very alone right there. Nobody was really, you know, going for Salah right there. I'm not too sure why, but he's not the best at heading. So, yeah, he was not on target, but still a nice little chance for Mohamed Salah right there in the air. So, of course, Robertson being Robertson, he picks it up nice and easy. And now we are on a bit of a counter-attack almost. Mohamed Salah doing some nice, maybe some unnecessary skill moves, but it's all good. And he loses the ball. It's an advantage. Oxlade-Chamberlain picks up the ball to Firmino. Not really much to happen right there. And okay, Robertson once again, he's pressing, he's running and everything. It's just amazing. I love Robertson in real life and also on this game. Let's see what happens. Wijnaldum is on the ball. He finds Oxlade-Chamberlain, who finds Arnold, and the ball barely goes to Mohamed Salah. He passes it back. What's gonna happen? Can we find some space? Can we maybe get off a shot? And we do eventually, and that gets deflected out for a corner kick to us. And yeah, so it's difficult to, you know, find some space, because obviously they're playing with 5 at the back. You guys can see that they are indeed parking the bus right here. They are parking the bus like crazy, so it's difficult to, you know, get space and everything. But hopefully it opens up for us very soon, and we can find that goal. We have a Trent on a corner, and let's see what happens right here. Whips it in, and nobody gets on the end of that really. Arnold once again crosses it in, and that's get headed out. And is anything gonna happen here before half time? Oxlade-Chamberlain, and they deflects off our own player and to Salah and to the goalkeeper. So yeah, that was just a complete mess right there, and nothing really happened in the first half. That was, you know, disappointing. It's difficult, you know, the Premier League is different, you know, it's a different level than preseason, so, you know, maybe some players were expecting it to be easier. I'm not too sure. Let's take a look at some stats. 74% possession, 6 shots, 3 on target. So hopefully we can just, you know, get a goal in the second half. That's all that matters right now. We just need to find the goal and hopefully get the 3 points. So there we have Joe Gomez, of course, been brilliant for us in the preseason as well. And Firmino gets a free kick right there. Not really too sure what happened. We'll have to have a look at a replay. And of course the Huddersfield player is complaining about that. He's not liking the fact that he just got a yellow card. So let's see what happens. And it looks like he gets an arm in Firmino's face. Bit difficult to say, but maybe a soft, you know, yellow card right there. Should not really have been a yellow card, I think, but it is what it is. I don't think he meant it. Anyway, as you guys can see, we have a free kick, and let me just remind you of what happened in our preseason when we had Shaqiri on the free kick. So you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and sub in Shaqiri for this free kick. I was gonna do some changes anyway, but yeah, we're just gonna get, you know, Shaqiri in, and hopefully he can get our first goal of the season with this free kick. So we'll see what happens when Shaqiri steps up to the ball. Trent Alexander-Arnold is not too bad either at free kicks, but Shaqiri is by far our best free kick taker. And let's see what happens. That is a bit too much power. It's a bit too much over the goal right there. So yeah, hopefully he will eventually get some free kick goals for us, but it was meant to be right there. The Ox with a nice through ball to Mohamed Salah. Can he get behind the defender? And no, he cannot. Yeah, that was not the best by Mohamed Salah. Should have done better there, but Fabinho wins the header, and that is straight to Sadio Mane. And what a miss. We should score that, Sadio. That is exactly like real life. You know, sometimes Sadio Mane takes way too many chances, wastes too many chances, you know, which in situations which should be goals, and that should have been a goal right there, or at least hit the targets. What was that? That was really bad. And it's the 85th minute as well, so I mean, we have to start this sort of hurrying up right here. Obviously, we do not want to start off with a draw at you know, our home ground and everything. We want a win. You know, Huddersfield, it's not the biggest opposition either. It's a good team, but it's not the biggest team in the league, so we should be getting 3 points. Shaqiri hits the post to Mohamed Salah. Is that, yeah, that's a goal. That is a goal for us. No offside or anything, and we have actually scored unexpectedly in the last minute of the game. It ends up to Mohamed Salah. That is one of the worst goals. You know, deflects off the post to Mohamed Salah, straight to him. And of course, you do not want Salah having an open goal. That is going to be a goal every single day. So yeah, that is very lucky to us. We actually, you know, score a goal in this game. It came very late, but you know, better late than never, I suppose. And Shaqiri, of course, making a very nice impact. He hits the post with his awesome left foot, and it ends up to Mohamed Salah. And there we have the celebration as well, which means that we are actually going to be winning the first game of the season after all. And yes, scrappy win, of course. Was not our best game. We definitely need to, you know, get better after this. We need to start, you know, performing a lot better than what we did in this game. But we didn't really, you know, get that many chances against us. For Huddersfield, of course, they were playing 5-4-1, so they're not going to be having too many chances. So we kept the clean sheet, got a goal, but yeah, we should try to make it a bit easier maybe next time. And as you guys can see, we have a few other results as well. United drew and Everton 4-1. Leicester lost, and Crystal Palace and Arsenal actually beat Man City at home. So that is very cool. And as you guys can see, we are in the 8th position in the table as well. And hopefully that can be at least, you know, top 4 at the end of the season. Maybe even a league title. We'll have to wait and see what happens. The owner wants us to win the league, of course, but it's a bit too early. Start talking about that after the first match day. And yeah, we also, by the way, got declined on our offer for Coutinho. So I'm gonna go ahead and place a new offer in a few days. But that really sucks that, you know, Coutinho and Barcelona did not accept our first offer, so we're gonna have to make some changes. But there we go, we won our first game, the owner is happy, and then now we have even bigger trust with him, so that is very good for us. And as you guys can see, an offer for Chamberlain, just go ahead and reject that right away. Never gonna be selling Oxlade, you know, yeah, he's just not gonna go. He's one of my favorite players, so that is not happening, at least yet. And as you guys can see right here, we also got an offer for Sturridge, and you know what, I went ahead and, you know, pretty much gave them a new transfer fee, and if they accept they can have him. There's a few million more right there that we could get for Sturridge, but if they do not accept him, I really want to see also Sturridge maybe potentially getting a league title as well before he leaves Liverpool. He's been in it for many years, so maybe that's gonna happen. As you guys can see, Pepe, that was a few players on the scout list and everything, but he's on the way down. As you guys saw right there, he was you know, rapidly declining, so we're not gonna go for Pepe as our center back, but we should be looking at a few center backs as well. Obviously we did sell Matip, so now we have Lovren, we have you know, a few youngsters. Obviously we have the you know, youth academy where we can go ahead and sign, you know, contracts with them if you want to, but that is, you know, just if you get like an injury crisis. We obviously have Joe Gomez and Virgil van Dijk as our main center backs. And as you guys can see here as well, Cristiano Ronaldo wins the Europe Best Player Year award, so that is, you know, that is not that unexpected, to be honest. You know, we'll have to wait and see what happens in a year's time. Maybe it's one of our own players. That would just be amazing to see one of our own players lifting that trophy. But yeah, it's a nice individual trophy. Once again, another one for Ronaldo. Not too big for him, of course. He just he's getting used to this at the moment. As you guys can see, he did win the vote by 464. Second place was Messi, and the third place was Neymar with only 110 votes. So congratulations to Ronaldo for winning that Euro's Best Player of the Year award. And as you guys can see, I also let Markovic go. He's just, yeah, never gonna be anything for Liverpool. He's just training with the youth academy right now, under 23s and everything. So yeah, we just released Markovic before anything really happens. Nobody even wants him, so yeah, we're just gonna release him, and he's now free on the market. And I also went ahead and transfer listed a few players on the market, of course, Klein and Solanke, because they are not Liverpool players at the moment in real life, so we'll see if any clubs want them as well. But as I said, guys, I want to go ahead and, you know, submit a new offer for Coutinho, because obviously that's the player that you guys wanted, and I also want to see Coutinho back at Liverpool. He was course not, you know, he's not been having a great time at Barcelona his first season. He's not been doing well with goals, assists. You know, the fans have been complaining, saying that, you know, 150 million was too much and everything. So we're gonna try to bring back Coutinho, and hopefully Barcelona can agree to that and you know, accept one of my next offers at least. Anyway guys, we have our next game coming up in the league against the Newcastle. This is going to be another home game as well, which is not too bad. I'm not going to complain about that. And before we do that though, let's just take a look at our groups. So we have the Champions League here with PSG, Benfica in our groups. That is a very difficult one, and as you guys can see, Manchester United, Real Madrid, there are some very tough groups right here. Barcelona, Celtic, easy group for Barcelona, City, Juventus, that's another big you know, group right here. Lyon as well, Tottenham, Porto. Not too difficult for Tottenham, to be honest, but we'll see what happens. Atletico Madrid, Shakhtar as well in the same group right there as well. So very interesting stuff. And yeah, the Champions League will eventually start. I think the next episode we're going to start the first match in the Champions League. So that is also another competition where we want to go far. Of course, last season we got to the final against Real Madrid. We all know what happens with yeah, I'm not even gonna mention it, so let's just move on. Hopefully we can have another great campaign, of course, this year as well in the Champions League, but for now we have our next game in the Premier League, of course, against Newcastle, going for pretty much the same lineup as the last game, making up a couple changes though. And as you guys can see, Newcastle is also going for a 5-4-1, and last time, as you know, we did indeed struggle quite a lot against a 5-at-the-back formation. You know, these smaller teams, they want to come to Anfield and just, you know, try to sit at the back, try to, of course, not concede a goal. You know, Huddersfield almost succeeded last time, but we'll have to wait and see what happens, and maybe we are also going to be a bit better right now, as, you know, playing against such defensive teams. But here we have the players, of course, walking out for our next match day in the Premier League, and I'm very excited about this one. If we win this one, we are off to a very good start, of course. 2 wins, that would just be amazing. That would be a dream start for me as the new manager of Liverpool. So yeah, there we have Alexander-Arnold. He looks ready, and take a look at the fans, by the way. We have the flags and everything like that. The fans are ready for this. Everybody's pretty much, you know, holding up the scarves, singing and everything. So yeah, I just want the fans to absolutely rock the stadium for 90 minutes. You know, sing the chants for players, sing songs, anthems and everything. Just do what you have to do, and hopefully you know, the players will feel that a bit and get a nice extra boost to go ahead and play even better. But here we have the Newcastle team: Pervis, Richard, Diame, Kennedy as well. I'm a bit scared of Kennedy. He is a fast, nice player. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Anyway, we are once again starting off with the kickoff, and Firmino is on the ball. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what happens in this game as well. I'm gonna try to go for the same approach as the last game, just starting off the game with, you know, just keeping the ball, nice possession right here. Mohamed Salah finds Firmino with a nice back heel. He goes back to Fabinho, and that is not the best pass, but Fabinho wins it back and then loses it right after. But take a look at the pressing of the team, guys. You know, we are just so motivated to go ahead and get the ball every single time we lose it. And yeah, that is a great save as well, once again, by the goalkeeper. Similar like his start as the last game, where we pretty much go for a shot outside the 16-yard, and you know, Firmino, that was so close, guys. You know, very nice save by the goalkeeper, and hopefully one of those shots can eventually go in. But as I was saying, the pressing is just amazing. That's what I love about this team. The gegenpressing is in the works, and of course that is something that we have, you know, continued since our last manager was in charge. But anyway, as you guys can see right here, we are on the attack against Sadio Mane. Finds a bit of space, but with his left foot, that is not going to be troubling the goalkeeper too much, and that was a nice and easy save. What a ball right there by Robertson to Sadio Mane, and can we find someone right here? It's the ball to Milner. He doesn't have the most pace, so he's going to be getting catched up right there pretty easily, and yeah, no penalty or anything. No complaint about that. And yeah, take a look at this. Newcastle is now on the attack. Alisson shoots the ball into Alexander-Arnold, and that's a throw-in for Newcastle. So that's a bit scary right there. Not what we really like to see. But here we can see Newcastle with a throw-in, pretty much a useless throw-in, and they have another one, so we'll see what happens before the halftime. Of course, it is very close to the first half being over, and once again, we haven't really scored any goals at all. So here we go, Newcastle is coming down the side, and oh my god, that was way too close, and unfortunately for them, they cannot score, but luckily for us, we go into the halftime still at 0-0. We seem to be struggling with scoring goals for some reason. It's been a very difficult start start to the Premier League campaign for us, and yeah, we just haven't scored any goals yet so far in the first half of the games. Maybe it's going to be once again better in the second half. Maybe we can get a goal. We'll have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, very disappointing that we haven't been more effective, you know, with our chances. But here we go. The ball is to Firmino. Crosses it into Sadio Mane on the header. But that goes over once again. Sadio Mane should be able to score that. Once again, wasting chances. We need to score these chances right here. Of course, they are playing super defensive, so we're not going to get chances all the time. But that is just chances that we have to take. And unfortunately, Sadio Mane cannot press that header downwards. That goes over the goal, and it's still 0-0. It's now 76 minutes been gone, and we need to create something. Something needs to happen right here. Let's see if we can do anything with Firmino on the ball, and he's just gonna go, and nobody's gonna be stopping him. Oh my god, what was that? That should have been once again a nice and easy, simple goal. But once again, we're not even able to hit the target. I'm not even sure what's going on with this. We need to practice more shooting in training. I'm not sure what's happening. I'm not sure what I'm seeing right here. We are wasting way too many chances. And yeah, we just need to practice more shooting, it seems, in the training. Because this is not working. We cannot, you know, keep doing this for many games right now. And we are still struggling to score goals. I made a couple subs right there. We'll see if we can get a nice impact. But yeah, 80 minutes has gone. And come on, guys. We need to score a goal. At least one. That is all we need. We just need one goal to get the 3 points. But here we have Newcastle running down the side once again, crosses that in, and that is once again super close by them. Very similar chance as they had before the halftime was over, but that could have easily been a goal to Newcastle, and we could have even lost this game. So that is not good, guys. Not good. Not very good defending either right there. So yeah, there is definitely some things that we have to work on. But let's have a look, guys. Can we get one more chance at least in this game? It's the 89th minute, and Oxlade-Chamberlain gets tackled, and that is a free kick. Is this going to be the chance for Shaqiri, guys? Is this going to be, you know, his free kick goal, the first goal for him in the Premier League to win us the game? That would just be amazing. Last minute winner like we had in the previous game. And yeah, that is a scary tackle by Shelby. Not, you know, the hardest one ever, but, you know, it's still a free kick right here, in my opinion. So here we go, Shaqiri. Just whip this one in, and it's all good. Please score this one. And yeah, that is disappointing. That is not once again a good free kick by Shaqiri. That was way too much to the side. Yeah, that was a bad free kick by me, so I need to go ahead and, you know, keep practicing those free kicks. But that is the end of the game. 0-0. Not happy about that. The fans were not too happy about that after the game either. So yeah, that is, you know, you can say what you want, but it's our own fault that we didn't take our chances. And yeah, we draw our first game of the season. Once again, it's not a loss, it's not a clean sheet, but it's not 3 points, which is the most important thing. So yeah, so you guys can see United picks up a win. Everton once again, big win for them. And Everton is winning the league. That is not what I want to see. This hopefully needs to be changed within a few games, but not the ideal start to our Premier League season. Here is also our first monthly report, and as you guys can see, 5 matches, 3 wins, 2 draws. Shaqiri with the most goals for us so far at 3. We can also see we have been the most active on the pitch, and that is also really cool to see we've been, you know, winning back the ball and everything. We have been the most active, I believe, in the final third, it looks like, or even actually in the midfield. So yeah, we just need to score our chances. Maybe things are going to be easier. Most successful passes, shooting, aerial battles 1, tackles 1, passes received. It's really cool to just have a look at these stats much more in depth than what we have on FIFA. So that's also, you know, things that I find really interesting on this game. And here we also have Trent Alexander-Arnold making very good improvements. So he's just going up in rating all the time. Trent is one of the most exciting players that we have. So he always, you know, gets good boosts and everything. And as you guys can see, transfer negotiations for Coutinho has broken down for the 2nd time in this episode. So you know what? I just have to go ahead and do it. We have to try to sign Martin Ødegaard right now, because it doesn't seem like either Barcelona or Coutinho wants to go to Liverpool. So that is weird. Obviously we're not, you know, paying that much for him, Coutinho, so you know, they paid 150 million, so maybe they're not happy about losing so much money on him. We'll have to wait and see what happens right here though with Ødegaard, and yeah, we're gonna try to go ahead and sign him. That's not a good player that I really wanted, you know, not as good as Coutinho yet, but this guy has a lot of potential, and I've used this guy in the game, and he is a very good player. So these are the details what we're gonna give him. No release fee or anything like that. We're just gonna give him a bit of bonus right there. Chance of signing is 60. 1.8 million player salaries per year as well, so that is good indeed. We'll have to wait and see if he accepts, of course, because obviously you know, Martin Odegaard is an important player for Vitesse, so we'll have to wait and see if you know, that happens. And as you guys can see, transfer negotiation for Odegaard has broken down, and it's literally the last day as well in the transfer window, so I'm not liking this right here. We're not even able to make any signings, and it's the last day, only 15 hours left of this window, and once again the negotiations for Odegaard has broken down. So you know what, I'm gonna give it one final try. And by the way, take a look at this. Keita, what is he even saying? I've heard of rumors that there's been an offer to me. It's all very flattering if it's true. For some reason I do not like that, what he's saying. He says that it's flattering to receive an offer. I just don't want Keita to think about other clubs. He is brand new to this team. Just think about Liverpool. Just forget about other teams, other offers and everything. And by the way, that was fake rumors as well. They did not give me an offer for Naby Keita, but I just didn't like the comment right there by him. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. Maybe he's not even, you know, feeling that well at Liverpool so far, but he should be. It's like his first month at the club, so I'm not too sure why he's already starting to talk about other clubs. But anyway, as you guys can see, I had to give one final good offer for Coutinho. If this goes through, then we're gonna have him for 4 years at least, and yeah, there's gonna be a release clause as well. For some reason, if you do not add a release clause on big players, they just do not sign anyway, so that's really weird that you have to have a release clause, but it is what it is. And as you guys can see, finally we have an update, we have some progress in the Coutinho deal. And by the way, take a look at that selfie on the training ground. Lovren is the joker of this team. He is friends with Mohamed Salah, he is friends with everybody, and that was just a really funny selfie that they took and posted on Instagram. But anyway, as you guys can see, we are going to be accepting for Coutinho. Barcelona has agreed, and he will also be earning £5 million per year, which I actually calculated. It's £98,000 per week, which is around about 100k a week as well, so he's gonna be getting that, which is a very good deal for Coutinho, not gonna lie. And we now have Coutinho in the team, which I'm very happy about. So at least we made one signing in this window. I'm not gonna make any more than that. That was a big signing. I'm not gonna be spending any more money yet, but maybe we have to actually buy another defender. I'm thinking of doing that very soon. But here we can see the manager and everything welcoming Coutinho, signing the new contracts in the first press conference. So that is just really cool, and that we have our first big signing, and hopefully many more awesome signings to come in the next windows and everything like that, and maybe some loans and everything like that as well. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, as you guys can see, Philippe Coutinho joins his new teammates. I'm here to try and take this team to the next level. I know that I know what's expected of me, so if Coutinho is just as good or maybe even better as he was last time he was here, then I'm gonna be very happy about that. But his motivation, I mean, his confidence is not the highest right now after playing for Barcelona, so we need to get the confidence back up again, and Coutinho needs to start scoring some goals. But as you guys can see here, he's also having the interview for the club TV channel, so that is also very cool to see that he is talking there. A nice little interview for Coutinho, just, you know, once again being welcomed back to Anfield. And here we also have the team of the month for the first month, August, and as you guys can see, we have two players that has made this team in Mohamed Salah and Trent Alexander-Arnold, and yeah, we also have a few players here for Chelsea, Hazard, and also Spilicueta, so that is also very interesting, and nice that they have the team of the month as well for the Premier League and things like that. And as you guys can see, our next game is in the Champions League, so we're gonna play some Champions League in the next episode. Maybe even the derby match against Everton will also be in the next episode, which is gonna be very exciting. We need to start getting some wins in the Premier League. We need to start getting some points, and we do not want Everton to be first, so hopefully we can beat them in that derby game coming up in the next episode, I believe. And take a look at this. The owner has also said that we need to reach the final for the second year in a row, so we'll have to wait and see what happens. He also wants a really good Champions League run for us, so yeah, we're gonna hopefully get to the final. We'll have to wait and see, but you know, my main focus is the league. I really want the league title, But if that doesn't happen, of course, we're still gonna try our best in the Champions League as well, and we'll just have to wait and see how far we can actually get. But yeah, that is all for now. Thank you guys so much for watching the second episode. Let's try to go for 1,500 likes on this one. That would be amazing, and let me know down below in the comment section what you thought about the video and things that I can improve on or maybe change for the next episode. So that is all for now. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time with a brand new episode. Peace out.
Wake up and pray every morning. All of the hate, I ignore it. Nothing they say is important. Nothing they say is important. I wish I could stay in the morning, but I got a plane in the morning. I'm trying to be rich and important. I'm trying to be rich and important. I'm trying to be rich and important.